replace this broken door handle on a 2005 Mercedes C240. Apparently it's a pretty common thing. You can see here it snapped off. So I got one online, genuine. I can't remember where, some dealership, but it was cheap, like less than 30 bucks. So anyway, I'm gonna do that and show you how it's done. Shouldn't be too hard. I've never done it before, but it looks pretty easy. You have to take this panel off. There are, if you can see in there, those are a Torx T30. If you don't know what a Torx is, this is what a Torx looks like. It's like the star shape. So that's what, there's a screw in there that needs to come out. There's one in here that needs to come out. There's one behind this little badge right here that needs to come out. And then there's these here. This one here that needs to come off, and I think that's it. And then we'll have to take off this cover, the speaker cover. We'll remove this. These just unscrew. Then we should be able to pop it off, pop the panel off and replace it. I have this little plastic trim tool that I'll use to pry here to get this off of here where the clips are, and then I'll use that for this as well to get that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those screws and stuff, and then I'll come back after I got that off, and I'll let you know if there were any difficulties with anything, and then show you how I got around it. But I'll also use this to remove this little, I'll just do that right now. Yep, see, there's another T30 in there. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, got the screws out. Literally took about 3 minutes. So took that one out, got these from inside there. Remember this one, those are T30s. This one's a T20, T30, T30, T30 on that one in there. This here, the cover for the speaker was a little hard to get. Not really hard once I figured out. Take it off from this side. Just get your little tool underneath there, wedge it off, it comes right out. I was trying the other side at first and it wouldn't come out, but now I'm gonna take my little tool and pop the clips off of this. As you can see, it's pretty easy. So I'll go all the way around doing that, and then I'll show you once I get it off. Now on the panel, just went around and took these clips off, or not off, just popped them out. These are the clips right here that you're popping around as you go around. Those go into these holes. So you just take your little pry tool, so you won't cause any damage. Plastic pry tool works well, and you don't need to actually touch this. You don't want to, because then you'll pull it out of the door. You just get next to it and pop it right up like that. It's pretty easy. Then when you put it back on, you'll slap it back on. Now the only thing with this is once you get all those off, you have to push the whole panel up here to pull it off. It clips down pretty hard on this little ledge, so take some force. Don't be too gentle. You have to pull it up pretty hard, and then it just comes right off. Now you have the door handle wire right there that's still attached, and then the window here. And I don't think you even need to remove those. It'd be easy if you did, but I'm gonna try to do it without, just because I think it's gonna be easy enough. All these are right here. This is the piece that's broken on the door handle. These just clip right in. You can see it here. See if I can do it right now. There's just a little clip on it. If you push that little tab in, you should be able to push it right back out the other side. Yeah, it's just hard for me to see and do this with one hand, but I'll do it and then let you know if there's anything tricky there. But that's going to come right out. And then it looks like this one down here, the bottom side, which is right here. Find it. Find my finger. There it is. It's broken also. And it looks like it might have just a a screw there holding it in. One screw right there, actually. And that's another T20. So let me unscrew those and pop them out, and I'll see what it looks like. Those came out very easily with being able to use two hands. So so here's the upper piece. Like I said, you just push these two little tabs in, and it came right out the front, right out the hole, right out the front here. Really easy. Then the bottom one had those two screws that I showed. You can see the holes here, and those are T20 Torx. They're holding the bottom side in. They came out, popped right out. So on the new one, you can see the top part that broke up in here, and here's the little tabs. So we'll just push it in from the front side. The bottom will screw in. So I can do that right now. And it should just clip right into place. Put it in the bottom first. Top in, just like this. Hear that click? Yep, front's clicked in. Bottom, I just need to screw in. So I'll screw it in from the back side and put it back on, and we'll be done. I didn't have to remove anything back here, so you could if you want, not a big deal. But simple enough to do it this way. So I'll get those two screws you can see there. I'll put those two screws in there, and we'll get to putting this thing back on. Okay, it's back on. You can see, really simple. Seriously, this could be done. I need to put this back on. This could be done in about 20 minutes by anybody who knows how to use a screwdriver. So I just wanted to show also on the panel, when you're putting it back in, just go around and you just hit right where those clips are, and they just pop right back into place. Really easy. There it is. This should pop right back in as well. Try to do it with one hand here. There we go. Here, switch hands. Okay, let's see. There, you gotta push it toward the inside. There we go. We're all back down tight here. Just had to push down on this, then go around, put this back in. Again, these just screw on. Put my badge back on here. Oh wait, need to put those screws in. Need to put these ones in too. So, got ahead of myself. That went on so easy. So I'm gonna remove, this separates right here. So I'll remove the cover, and then I'll have access to put those screws back in there. Then put this screw back in, and then put this here back on as well. This little cover right here with the 20, oops, put this back on here. All right, so I'll get that done. So, a little tip. Forgot that I had to put those big screws in there. So you wanna make sure when you can see that the handle, this is the old one, has a seam right here. This actually pulls apart. So you wanna make sure you separate it before you put it on, so you can get the screws back. And it's just a lot easier to do it. I took the panel back off and separated, took the whole handle off and separated, because it was kind of hard to pry with it on there, and I didn't want to mess it up since it's brand new. So anyway, you just pry it apart at this seam. The new one had a gap back here, and I think it was another one on this end that you could actually get a tool in there, to your little pry tool, to separate it off. And it looks like that when it's separated. Here's the, yeah, you can see the new one. See this little notch right here? You can pry it off there and right here. So this just goes on here once you get the screws in, and it should just snap right back into place, just like so. There it goes. Good as new. Good and sturdy. Put this little guy back on. SRS airbag. There we go. Everything's back on. Good as new. Really simple. Anybody could do it. Do it yourself. Don't pay someone. It's easy. Even with me having to remove the panel again and put this, take this handle back off so I could separate it here to get the screws on, still probably took me about 30-35 minutes. So, piece of cake. All right. Thank you. Good luck.